Good afternoon, Falcons fans. My name is Patrick Seals, and welcome to Week 9 edition of How Disappointing Are the Atlanta Falcons Going to Be This Season. This week, we play the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans at 1 o'clock on the dot on Fox. And man, that's right. Saints hate week is here. It's been here, but it's been a wild and crazy week for everybody living here in Atlanta because, as we all know, the Atlanta Braves just got crowned the World Series champions, and we just had the parade yesterday, so this is why this video is late. But it's been a wild and crazy week for us living here in Atlanta, man. We've been celebrating the Braves nonstop, and we probably won't stop until, I don't know when, because there's no telling when we'll win another championship game, because if you're going by these Atlanta Falcons, it's going to be a while, because we currently sit at 3-4, while the New Orleans Saints sit at 5-2. And I believe they sit second or first. I don't really care. At the top of the division, I don't really care because the Falcons are nowhere near the top of the division right now. And we have a big chance for the Falcons to upset and just wreak havoc on everybody's week here in Atlanta, because we are experiencing the highest of highs here in Atlanta. And if we lose to the Saints, we can experience the lowest of lows. But at the same time, if the Falcons mess around and beat these New Orleans Saints, you can best believe this will be a good year for the Atlanta Falcons. I don't care what you say, because if we beat these New Orleans Saints, Arthur Smith, you are golden forever. If you can beat these New Orleans Saints, man, it's something that Dan Quinn wasn't able to do quite often. And of course, Mike Smith definitely wasn't able to do quite often. So if you can start your tenure off here in Atlanta by beating these New Orleans Saints, you might just etch your way into Patrick Seals' heart, Arthur Smith. I'm just letting you know this. Now, of course, Matt Ryan is no stranger to the New Orleans Saints, but yet he does not boast a winning record against Sean Payton and his led, dreaded team. Every time we basically play these New Orleans Saints, we lose. And, of course, Matt Ryan being under the center majority of those snaps, he is our most tenured player when it comes to these New Orleans Saints, so hopefully he can lend a listening ear and just be that veteran leadership that we need so desperately as we go into this road game. And see, what's interesting about these Falcons this year, we've won all of our games that we've won. They've been on the road. They have not been at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The first we won against the Giants is the Meadowlands Stadium, and the second one being in London. Now, technically, we were the home team in London, but we were not at home in Atlanta. We were in London, of course, but yet we won that game. And most recently, we went down to Miami and we won our third game. So you tell me, are the Atlanta fans, are we cursed? Is that what's going on? Is it the fans ourselves? Because if that's the case, I'll stay away from the rest of these games. If it's the fans, I would gladly stay away if it helps us win. Because I don't know, man. I kind of do want to see the Atlanta Falcons win with my own two eyes at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. But at the same time, if I'm the reason why we're not winning, then I will gladly stay away, man. I will gladly stay away, because as a fan, you want to be able to see your team win up close in person. But as we just saw, we saw the Atlanta Braves go into Houston and bring a championship back. The same place where the Atlanta Falcons had the most historic collapse in Super Bowl history. And yet, the Atlanta Braves are able to wipe away that curse and make it null and void. The Atlanta Falcons, let's see, man. Let's see what happens, because we have not won a game yet at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Even when it looked close, it looked that close. It looked very close that we were going to win a game in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The Atlanta Falcons said, nah. And they didn't allow us to win, man. They did not let us win in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So maybe we might win in New Orleans. I don't know. I picked us to lose this game. In the beginning of the season, I made a video, and I said that we are going to lose this game, ultimately starting a 3-game losing streak for us. And I know that's kind of hard for people to hear, but, you know, Sean Payton, he has had our number for a very long time, since him and Drew Brees first clicked up. Now, of course, Drew Brees not playing for the New Orleans Saints no more, thank God. You know what? I want somebody to call and make sure Drew Brees isn't playing. You leave me a comment and let me know. Just tell him, hey, he's definitely not playing. He's there, because that guy gives me nightmares. He's giving me nightmares for a long time. Drew Brees, I just want to make sure that we will not be seeing you on the playing field. I don't care if you call the game. I don't care as long as you're not playing. Now, we got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about because I want to start off by shouting out That's Tommy. I am wearing That's Tommy's merchandise. This is his hoodie. I will put his at and all that type of stuff down at the bottom. This is his merchandise. He's got his hat, his logo. That's Tommy. This is his hoodie. This is a glow-in-the-dark lime green. I look like a Skittle wearing this, and hopefully you too can look like a Skittle when you purchase your very own That's Tommy hoodie merchandise. So, now, of course we play the New Orleans Saints, and this is a good chance for us to do a lot of damage in our hearts, negatively and positively. So, really, I picked us to lose this game, and because it's the New Orleans Saints, even though I picked us to lose, I know we're going to lose, I'm still going to give us a 9. If the Falcons lose, my disappointment rating will be at a 9 because it's a rivalry game, man. I've hated the Saints for a long time. I've hated them. I hate watching us lose to the New Orleans Saints. And I hopefully the Falcons can erase that by winning here today. If they do that, then we're off to a good start. So I picked us a 9. I think they're going to disappoint me. I think the Falcons are going to disappoint me, and it's going to be at a 9 once that happens. Now, I also picked Russell Gage to be the most disappointing player on offense for us against New Orleans Saints because, of course, we will be out without Calvin Ridley yet again. He will be out with non-injury related personal matters. So Russell Gage will be getting the start at the WR1 position. And I picked him to be the most disappointing player of the game because he also has battled with some injury problems. More specifically, his groin has been giving him problems for the past couple games. He's been out and in and out of the lineup for the most part of the season. So, and just last week, man, he went ghost. He was nowhere to be seen on the field. He didn't make any contributions positively to the game. So, I picked him to be the most disappointing player, even though he will be in a position to shine and do what he does. Now, I think that we should be focusing more on Kyle Pitts being the centerpiece of our offense. Now, of course, Cordell Patterson being the gadget player he is, you can put him in any position and make it work. But for the most, we need to be leaning on Kyle Pitts to get our offense going. And just rely on Kyle Pitts to get our offense going, man. Now, on defense, I picked Deion Jones to be our most disappointing player of the game because our defense's weak spot is the run defense. And more specifically, the New Orleans Saints' strong point at this point is Alvin Kamara, and Alvin Kamara is going to continue giving us problems as he has before. And Deion Jones, even though he just won NFC Player of the Week 2 weeks ago, he's going to show the world that was a fluke. That was against a lesser opponent, lesser team, and against these New Orleans Saints, he's going to disappoint everybody. Even though in that game against the Miami Dolphins, the rushing defense gave up 200 yards. Now, like Alvin Kamara, he's probably going to go off on us, and Deion Jones is not going to be able to stop him. He might get a sack, might be able to get 2 tackles for losses, but other than that, he's going to be the most disappointing player of the game on defense because we can't stop the run at all. Now, of course, like I said, Calvin Ridley is going to be out because of more personal problems, and we continue to pray for you. And Russell Gage will be getting the start on that after he's coming off a groin injury. Now, we also will get AJ Terrell, who's a full go, even though he's been giving the team a couple of injury scares, more specifically with his head. And he's participated in practice for the past couple days. Now, Taysom Hill will not be playing for the New Orleans Saints because he is out with a concussion. So he will not be getting the start, and it will be Trevor Siemian who will be getting the start for the New Orleans Saints because Jameis Winston is out. I don't know why I'm smiling. I'm not trying to smile because I want to talk about injuries in a joking manner, but Jameis Winston won't be playing. So we will be playing Trevor Siemian, and Trevor Siemian will be getting the start. We've seen Trevor Siemian when he played for the Broncos, and we beat up on the Broncos, and I'm really not trying to smile. Injuries aren't a thing to smile about, but playing Trevor Siemian kind of is a thing to smile about, even though he will be getting coached by Sean Payton. And Sean Payton he's a good coach. He's a good coach. He's a good head coach, and he's able to take his quarterbacks and do great things. When he did it with Teddy Bridgewater, he did it with Jameis Winston this past season, and of course he did it with Drew Brees. But you know, Trevor Siemian is no Drew Brees, so I just hope Trevor Siemian comes in there playing like Trevor Siemian, throws 10 interceptions and no completions. Now, for some reason, the Falcons fans thought that we would be getting OBJ. For some reason, I don't know why. We don't have any money. We don't have any cap space. I think I seen the front office out there asking for change on the streets. So yeah, we won't be getting OBJ. We don't have any cap space, so don't get your hopes up about that. Now, of course, like I said, Alvin Kamara's gonna eat. He's gonna eat for us, and we're gonna be in for a long fight. We played the New Orlean Saints. It's never easy when we play them, man. I gotta go ahead and chop this video up because I'm having some technical difficulties. So, man, y'all follow me on social media. Subscribe to my Patreon, The Comedy Hustle LLC. Like, subscribe, share, follow, comment. Stay tuned for the next video. After the game, I will be doing a reaction video. Shout out to Ace Code for the music. Shout out to That's Tommy for the merch. I'm Patrick Seals. Y'all get at me, man. I'm out. Peace. Go Braves.